Hello there, folks. Cranky Old Cuber here. First off, an update on what's been going on with me. You may have noticed my upload schedule has slowed down lately. This is because I've had to devote some time to helping my daughter with her trigonometry so she can get caught back up. And since that's been my number one priority, everything else has had to take a back seat for now. This includes my violin lessons, since I haven't had time to practice, preparations for the upcoming Renaissance Fair, and yes, even running. I appreciate your patience while we get all this sorted out, but for now, I'm back. Somewhat. So, here's an average of 5 videos so I can tell you all about how I magnetized my stickered MoFang JiaoShi MF3RS and how it turned out. Before I even thought about starting to tear down the cube though, I watched a bunch of different tutorials. In particular, I watched DMCubing's tutorial on how he magnetized his MF3RS right before I started. And I'm glad I did, because I probably would have botched the job, and then I would have had to buy another MF3RS. In fact, this is why the MF3RS is the first cube I decided to magnetize. It's inexpensive enough that if I messed it up, it would be no great loss. Now, I didn't record me working on this cube, mostly because I really didn't know what I was doing, and I wanted to concentrate on doing it right, rather than trying to get it right while juggling the camera and such. Never fear, I will record the process when I do the GTS V2, definitely. So, as you know from my budget cube comparison, I really like the MF3RS. It's a really nice cube and I like it quite a bit. Well, it turns out, after installing N35 4x2 magnets from the Speedcube Shop kit, I like it even more. I used DMCubing's method for magnetizing, and as I was doing it, I didn't feel like I was doing a great job. I felt like there was an awful lot of variance in the magnet placement because I was mostly freehanding all the edge magnets, although I was placing the corner magnets with the assistance of the already placed edge magnets. I'm actually surprised at how well this cube ended up coming out because of the, kind of sketchy way I did the magnets. Now, I don't think DMCubing actually said I should freehand the magnets. I'm pretty sure that I got that out of just watching what I decided I saw when I watched the video. So, I would actually recommend doing an edge. So you do freehand on the very first edge, and then you do a corner with that edge as a guide, and then you use the corner to do the next edge, and so on and so forth. That way you only freehand the very first magnet. With a non-magnetized stickerless version of the MF3RS, I was able to do an average of 5 of 51.75 seconds, while setting a new PB single of 29.9 seconds. Without magnets, the cube was a little wild, and occasionally felt in danger of getting a lockup, but basically a good cube. I was pretty happy with it. With the magnets in it, the cube is a little bit heavier. The magnets and glue add about 12 to 13 grams of additional mass, and it is detectable, at least to me. But for that additional mass, you get a good bit more control and quite a bit more stability. In my case, enough that the accidental twitches I do while I'm solving aren't quite so detrimental as they are with a non-magnetized cube. Occasionally while I'm solving, I'll do this twitch thing and then accidentally move a middle slice or something while I'm doing an algorithm, which blows up the solve for me because then I don't know where I'm going. With the magnets in this cube, I noticed that is less of a problem. The middle slice doesn't move so much, and so I can fix it. So, yeah, I like it for that reason too. This average of 5 ended up being 49.33 seconds with a best time of 38.85 seconds, which is reasonably not bad for me. I felt mostly in control for the entire set of solves, and the cube was pretty pleasant to solve on. To be completely fair, this cube is not completely broken in. However, while I had it apart, I did lube the core with 30K and put some 10K on the pieces, plus a little bit of DNM37, so it's moving pretty well. So how does it stack up to the premium magnetic cubes? Well, If this cube costs the same, roughly $50 as the Weilong GTSM, the Volcam, or the GAN Air 356 UM, the MF3RS would be a bad value. But since the cube itself is about $5 and the magnets are probably about $1, and the super glue is basically free if you have it already lying around, this is a very inexpensive magnetic cube that definitely outperforms dollar for dollar the premium cubes. I actually like it as well as the Volc 3M, but I think the GTS V1M and particularly the GAN Air UM work better for me. And slight spoiler, a magnetic GTS V2 is definitely better. As a matter of fact, it's better than all of them, but it costs about 3 times as much as the MF3RS. If you've never magnetized a cube, definitely try it out. It's fun. It makes a pretty good cube even better. This cube, the MF3RS magnetized, is not in danger of becoming my main, but it was a fun experiment to do before doing the real work of magnetizing my MoU Weilong GTS V2. And that video will be coming very, very soon, because I have already recorded it. I just need to edit a bit and do some voiceover, and I think I'll have that ready fairly soon. So here you go. MF3RS magnetized, average of 5. Like, my average of 5 is not super fast, and I know I spend a lot of time during F2L. It's cool. I'm getting better. I just enjoy solving. So, hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and I will see you at the next video. Cheers.